viewers, are you tired of using the same basic words over and over again? Do you want to sound smarter, more fluent, and impressive in your conversations, essays, competitive exams, or interviews? You are in the right place. Your ultimate destination to boost your vocabulary and master advanced English like a pro. In this powerful series, we are doing into 50 must know advanced words from A to J with the pronunciation, meaning, part of speech, and easy to remember examples. Whether you are a student, a competitive exam aspirant, or just someone passionate about learning, this series is made of for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this series with fellow learners. Let's unlock the power of words one letter at a time. This video is designed to help expand your English language proficiency beyond the ordinary and mundane. By learning new sophisticated vocabulary, you'll be able to express yourself with greater precision and impact. So why wait? Let's get started. Firstly, let's learn vocabulary that start with a letter. Alacrity, alacrity, parts of speech. Now, the meaning, cheerful readiness, promptness, or willingness. The usage of the word is, she accepted the invitation with the surprising alacrity. Acrimonious, acrimonious, parts of speech is adjective. The meaning is angry and bitter in tone or manner. The usage of the word is, the debate became acrimonious as the meeting went on. Ambivalent, ambivalent, parts of speech is adjective, having mixed or contradictory feelings. Telugu meaning is sandigdhamaina. The usage of the word in example is, she was ambivalent about moving to a new city. Abstain, abstain, parts of speech is verb. The meaning is to deliberately choose not to do something. The usage is, he decided to abstain from alcohol for a year. Aberration, aberration, parts of speech. Noun, meaning a departure from what is normal or expected. The usage of the word in example is, the test result showed an aberration, so they were repeated. Let's learn now vocabulary that start with the B letter. Boisterous, boisterous, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning noisy, energetic, and cheerful, rowdy. The children were boisterous after the birthday party. banal, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning so lacking in originality as to be obvious and boring. The usage of the word is: the movie's plot was banal and predictable. Bombastic, bombastic, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning high sounding but with little meaning. Inflated, the usage is bombastic speech failed to impress the panel of judges. Benevolent, benevolent, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning kind and generous, showing goodwill. Usage, she was a benevolent leader who always thought of her team's well-being. Belligerent, belligerent, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning hostile and aggressive. Usage, the belligerent tone of his voice scared everyone. Let's learn vocabulary that start with the C letter. Cognizant, cognizant, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning having knowledge or awareness. Usage, he was fully cognizant of the difficulties ahead. Conundrum, conundrum, parts of speech. Noun, meaning a confusing and difficult problem or question. Usage, the question of when to retire is a real conundrum. Casual, casual, parts of speech. Verb, meaning to pursue someone by sustained coaxing or flattery. Usage, the student cajoled his friend into lending him his notes. Cacophony, cacophony, parts of speech. Noun, meaning a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Usage, the cacophony from the construction site made it hard to sleep. Capitulate, capitulate, parts of speech. Verb, meaning to cease to resist an opponent or unwelcome demand, surrender. The example, the company refused to capitulate to the labor union's demands. Let's learn now vocabulary words that start with the D letter. Disdain, disdain, parts of speech. Noun, meaning a feeling of contempt, to regard with scorn. Example, she looked at the messy room with disdain. Dubious, dubious, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning doubtful or questionable in nature or quality. Example, His story seemed highly dubious. Deride, deride, parts of speech. Verb, meaning to mock or ridicule. Example, the critics derided the movie as a waste of time. Debilitate, debilitate, parts of speech. Verb, meaning to weaken or make someone physically or mentally feeble. Example, the disease debilitated her over time. Disparate, disparate, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning essentially different in kind, not allowing comparison. Example, the team is made up of people from disparate backgrounds. Let's learn now vocabulary that start with the E letter. Ebullient, ebullient, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning cheerful and full of energy. Usage, her ebullient personality lit up the room. Exacerbate, exacerbate, parts of speech. Verb, meaning to make a problem, situation, or feeling worse. Usage, the lack of sleep exacerbated her stress. Esoteric, esoteric, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning intended for or likely to be understood by only a small specialized group. The lecture covered esoteric topics in quantum mechanics. Eloquent, eloquent, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. Example, he gave an eloquent speech on climate change. Erudite, 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 parts of speech. Adjective, meaning having or showing great knowledge or learning. Example, the professor was an erudite scholar in philosophy. Let's learn now vocabulary that start with the F letter. Fastidious, fastidious, adjective, meaning very attentive to detail, hard to please. She is fastidious editor who catches even the tiniest errors. Fortuitous, fortuitous, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning happening by chance, often in a beneficial way. Example, it was a fortuitous coincidence that they met at airport. Frivolous, frivolous, parts of speech. Adjective, meaning not having any serious purpose or value. Example, they argued over a frivolous matter during the meeting. Facetious, parts of speech, adjective, meaning treating serious issue with the deliberately inappropriate humor. Example, his facetious remarks during the meeting were not appreciated. Furtive, meaning attempting to avoid notice or attention, typically because of guilt. Example, he cast a furtive glance at the security camera. Now let's learn the vocabulary that start with the G letter. Gregarious, parts of speech, adjective, meaning sociable, enjoying the company of others. Usage, she is a gregarious person who loves parties. Garrulous, parts of speech, adjective, meaning excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. Example, the garrulous host barely let the guest speak. Gal, parts of speech, noun, meaning sly or cunning intelligence. Example, he used gal to escape from the trap. Gratuitous, parts of speech, adjective, uncalled for, lacking good reason, unnecessary. Usage, the film was criticized for its gratuitous violence. Galvanize, parts of speech, noun, meaning to stimulate or shock someone into action. Example, the crisis galvanized the community into helping. Now let's learn vocabulary that start with H letter. Hiatus, parts of speech, noun, meaning a pause or gap in a sequence or process. Example, the show returned after a 2-year hiatus. Helpless, parts of speech, adjective, meaning unlucky or unfortunate. Example, the hapless tourist got lost in the desert. Hedonist, parts of speech, noun, meaning a person who seeks pleasure as the highest good. Usage, he lived the life of a hedonist, indulging in luxury. Harangue, parts of speech, verb and noun, meaning a lengthy and aggressive speech to lecture someone aggressively. He delivered a harangue on government corruption. Hackneyed, adjective, meaning overused and unoriginal, stereotype. Usage, avoid using hackneyed phrases in your writing. let's learn the words that start with the I letter. Impetuous. Impetuous. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Acting quickly and without a thought or care. Example. Her impetuous decision led to regret. Ineffable. Ineffable. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Too great or extreme to be expressed in words. Example. The beauty of the sunset was ineffable. Intransigent. Intransigent. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Unwilling to change one's views or agree. Example. Both sides remained intransigent during the negotiations. Indolent. Indolent. Part of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Wanting to avoid activity or exertion. Lazy. Example. An indolent worker slows down the entire team. Implacable. Implacable. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Unable to be calmed down or pacified. Example. The implacable enemy refused to surrender. Now let's learn vocabulary that start with the J letter. Jargon. Jargon. Parts of speech. Noun. Meaning. Special words or expressions used by a particular group or profession that are difficult for others to understand. Example. The technician used so much technical jargon that the customer was completely lost. Juxtapose. Juxtapose. Parts of speech. Verb. Meaning. To place two or more things side by side, especially for comparison or contrast. Usage. The artist juxtaposed light and dark to create a dramatic effect. Juncture. Juncture. Parts of speech. Noun. Meaning. A particular point in time or a critical moment. Usage. Negotiations are at a critical juncture right now. Judicious. Judicious. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Having or showing good judgment or sense. Her judicious decision making saved the company time and money. Jocular. Jocular. Parts of speech. Adjective. Meaning. Fond of joking and being playful. Example. His jocular remarks lightened the mood. Now, let's do this exercise.